All right, we on.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Man, look here, man. Tonight, I got a treat for y'all tonight, man. Look, in the building I got with me tonight, man, I got Papa Snoop in the building with me tonight, man. And me and Pop, we're going to sit down, man. We're going to talk about a couple of things, man. Some of the things that he's been doing, man. Some of the things that he's been involved with, man, since, he's like, took this road to do his own thing in this world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Pop, man, how you doing today, man? Good to meet you,
I'm
man. Good
man.
to see you, man.
Yeah, same here, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just start off like this, man. Tell everybody where you originally from.
I'm originally from Magnolia, Mississippi.
Okay.
And let me give you a rundown. Ray J and Brandon's mom is my cousin. We grew up together.
Okay.
Sue's mom was from my hometown.
Yeah.
RBH mom was from my hometown.
Yeah.
Auntie New Ella's the actor. That's Snoop's cousin. Her grandfather was my pastor. And my sister, dad's my nephew. His mother was my sister.
Okay.
She was a big time producer at Stack Records back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Stack Records.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big. That's real big.
Yeah.
Hey, so that's the reason why I wanted you to say where you from and the things that you do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because people don't know that. People got to know the history.
Right.
Of where this all started.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So you come from that? You a Southern boy then?
Yeah, Mississippi. Yeah.
Oh Lord, you hear that? MISSILPPI.
Yeah, right. No, cricket letter.
Cricket letter.
All right, you got it. Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So not only have you was you born there, man, but you also you had a very, very interesting life, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You've done a lot of different things in your life. Right. I'm kind of honored just to be sitting here, man, with Pop Snoop all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So what was the beginning, man? You know what I'm saying? Like you was born in Mississippi.
I was born in Mississippi. I moved to San Francisco. My last year of high school, 1966. Then 68, I was drafted.
Okay.
I went to Vietnam. I got 3 Purple Hearts. I got a bunch of medals, man. I got 3 Purple Hearts. I came to the post. I got out of the military January 70. Came to the post office March 1970. 85, I moved to Detroit. Did my last 10 years in Detroit. Did 15 in LA. And when Stu came out with Doggy Style, he gave me early retirement.
Okay.
And from that point on, I was on the road with Stu. Now here I am. Okay, 95 retired.
Doing your own thing.
And I was working for Snoop.
You was working for Snoop.
Right.
But we done skipped over some things, though.
Right.
But that's okay. Because
Right.
I'm gonna take us back. Because I know a little bit about some things.
Okay,
you know
right.
So we know that you at some point you was in Detroit.
Right. 10 years. Yeah.
10 years you was in Detroit.
Right.
As a mail person.
Right.
Working for the government.
Right.
Well, I shouldn't say it like that. You was a mail carrier for the government. You was doing your thing.
And I became supervisor my last
And you
years.
became supervisor.
Right.
But you also seen a whole lot of different things down there being in Detroit for those years that you was down there.
Yeah. I moved to Detroit. I moved to Detroit at 85, and it was drug infested.
Yes, sir.
I started working on 8 Mile, Illinois, right across from Becky's Keyboard Lounge. So I had the opportunity to meet the Four Tops. They were still living in Detroit. Very strong music producer. And I met Barry Gordy's people. They was all on the west side.
Right.
Now Detroit is like this. The west side don't deal with the east side. The east side don't deal with the west side. And when I first got to Detroit, they told me, man, don't go on the east side. But guess what? I bought my first house on the east side.
Yeah.
And all my other property on the east side.
Yeah.
Because to me, the west side was I was kind of bougie.
Right.
But the east side fit me more. I'm just down there.
I'm right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, also down the west side, man, sometimes with action going on. You know what I'm saying?
But the real hard guys was on the east side.
On the east side.
Yeah, like
so the action's going on the east side.
Oh yeah, big time.
That's where you were.
Yeah, that's where I was, man. I was 10 years, yeah. That's where I was, man. Yeah.
I know that's right.
Right.
How was the military, man? I think before you became, a postal person, you know what I'm saying? You were to the military. Correct?
Yeah, right. But here's back then it was drafted. They took my whole block, right?
Okay.
And they drafted a lot of blacks, but people don't realize for our population, it was a lot of blacks being drafted.
Right.
7,000 black guys were killed in Vietnam, but people don't realize it was more white guys over there than black.
Yeah.
So that being said, I got drafted. I took basic at Fort Lewis, Washington.
Okay.
8 weeks. Then I go down to Fort Bliss, Texas, and take AIT. I went to Vietnam, and my third one in Vietnam, I was wounded.
Wow.
Right, but I lasted from that point until the next year. In last April, I was wounded twice again.
Wow.
So then the last big fight they had in Vietnam, the movie Hamburger Hill.
Yeah.
Okay, I was still in Vietnam. I got a picture on my wall at my house. I took a May 9th, that fight for Hamburger Hill started May 10th to May 20th.
Whoa.
I left Vietnam June 1st. Come back home, do my last 5.5 months in Texas, get out, get a job at the post office. I worked at the post office from 1970 to 1995.
Wow.
Then, but let me say this. When Stu first came into the music business, I have to say this. Kevin Black, New York.
Yeah.
We call him DJ Black.
Yeah.
He's working for Death Row.
Okay.
Stu had spent the summer with me. I got him his first job, 8 Mile and Woodingham at McDonald's. Kevin Black called me. I never saw him a day in my life.
Right.
He told me, man, you need to come out here to LA and let me tell you about what's going on at Death Row. Wow. I know Snoop was always complaining about money, and I wonder why, because they had hit records out.
Uh-huh.
So he called me one day and told me, he says, man, your son is going to be one of the biggest rappers in the world.
Wow.
I didn't know shit about rap. I'm a singer, man. I'm DJ. I'm thinking about Motown, the Four Tops,
right.
Temptations. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving a shit about that.
Right.
So what happened was, I finally met Kevin Black. Matter of fact, I saw him on a podcast not so long ago. I haven't seen Black in a long time, but I'll give him credit, man. Everything he told me that my son was going to do, he did it. But,
and that's real talk, man. So in the beginning, right, we already know that it's a long journey.
Right.
We already know, Snoop doing his thing. We don't know how you at the time, like you said, you didn't really care about rapping all that. You really didn't probably know how good he really was.
I really didn't.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then once you start realizing how good he really was, man, was there something in you now that had to really? Now you really got to protect him. Now I got to oversee what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to cloak him. You know what I'm saying? Like, how was that? Well, how was that experience? Because, that's early days Death Row, baby.
But let me tell you what, when I retired, when the Clinic first came out, Dr. Dre put me in 2 videos, Let Me Ride and Number G thing. Mm-hmm. So when I retired, 96, we went overseas. And I've been to Asia, Hong Kong, Bangkok, Vietnam. So we go overseas, right? And this is where I realized how big Snoop was. Phil Collins, remember Phil Collins?
Yep.
He was huge back then.
Yep.
We go to London, right? We went to the BBC. They got a show, something like a Soul Train and American Men's called Top to the Pop.
Right.
We walk in, right? So they had 2 stages. But Phil Collins over here, he had a crowd of people around him. Mm-hmm. He's singing. I mean, he's in the middle of his song. I knew all the songs, right?
Right.
When Stu walked in, guess what? Everybody left him, came to Stu. Before he got on stage. That's I said, damn, man, that's Phil Collins. It get worse than that. Mm-hmm. We do a show in London. We go to Amsterdam. That's when I realized that he was big overseas. He was big overseas back then than he was in the States. We go to the red light district, smoke some weed, all the coffee shop.
Do what you do.
So we go inside. We see a few people walking up and down the street, and that was about it. So we come back outside. This is no lie, man. We had 2 buses. The buses over there, they're double deckers.
Right.
They're not like the buses here. We walk into the buses, and I swear to God, man, kids came out of the alley. we were surrounded by thousands of kids. And I said, and we couldn't get on the bus, right? Because they was blocking the door. And Snoop started selling autographs, so I started selling autographs to help him out. And that's when I realized how big he was. Right. That's when I realized how big he was. Yeah. Because people don't realize you got crowds over here. Crowds over here are big, but overseas the crowds are bigger.
So even bigger.
Yeah, they're like
right. No doubt about that. And listen, for me, right, because I'm from the East Coast and all that.
Right.
And I was going back and forth from East West, back and forth.
Right.
And when I heard Snoop the first time, first of all, I used to get a lot of shit because I'm from the East and I'm listening to the West Coast music. Right. They're not hearing what I'm hearing. Right. Yo, listen, man, y'all need to catch up, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because this West Coast cat, you know what I mean? This Snoop Dogg ain't nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Right. And mark my words, man, this cat is gonna be who he's become today. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that was some beautiful times back then. You know what I'm saying? And I know you've seen a whole lot of different things, and I ain't gonna get into you about no real stories unless you want to tell. No, but
the story that really pissed me off. 95, before I retired, the Source Magazine Awards, Madison Square Garden. Okay. When Suge got on stage, and made this statement. Okay. And my sister lived in Jersey for about 50-some years, and her nephew was with me. And I was in Vietnam with a bunch of guys from Brooklyn, and Bed-Stuy. Right. And one thing I know about those guys from Brooklyn. If you from Long Island, Hempstead, they say, you from the country. Right. But I hadn't been to New York yet, right? Right. So when Suge said what he said, we on 11 row, me and Stu, Nate Dogg's whole clique. Mm-hmm. I told back then everybody had a big boombox. Right. I told Stu, I've Stu, it's time for us to leave. He said, well, I've Stu, we got to leave. I said, well, he just said, you in New York, man, this ain't LA. It's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. I said, when we get to that light
Mm-hmm.
in front of Madison Square Garden and it changed, we're not gonna work across. We're gonna haul ass. we stand down. We stand down by Central Park.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the hotel. And I never. It's a guy named K Solo. You remember K Solo?
K Solo. Yep.
Yeah, he bought super little pit bull.
Yep.
Down to the room. Called the guys. It was the guys outside. They knew what we was, but they didn't know what room we was in. So we stuck in there, and this thing really pissed me off. Nobody had no plane tickets. Suge left in the limousine, and we had to walk. We had to run that. That's why I told Snoop and I Snoop, get away from this cat, man.
Yeah.
So what happened was, man, we finally came back to LA, and this one that really got me. I was coming out to LA all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Came out there one year when I think Murder was Case that came out.
Yep.
And
Murder was the case that they gave me.
Right.
Yeah.
So me and Stupid as home was we all sitting in his apartment in the Palm District, and Stupid made a statement. He said, "Hey, Pop, he said, you got more money than anybody in this room." I was Stupid. That's impossible, man. All the hit records you got, no real. I thought all the hit records y'all got. He's Pop. He's a Pop. You don't understand the music business, which I didn't.
Right.
If you got a boat,
right.
You got the houses, which I did.
Yeah.
You got a car. You got a job. I was telling my homeboy. You mean tell me you guys are broke? He's Pops. We are freaking broke.
Wow.
But guess what? When I retired, reality hit me. They was broke. And what I'm trying to figure out, I was just trying to figure out. Jeff Rowe made billions of dollars. The first year they made $1 billion.
Absolutely.
I never got. I was a driver.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop didn't have none of those guys had a driver's license. K&M Studio.
Mm-hmm.
They started off on Coang at Solar Records, and Dick Griffith kicked them out, and they kept going from studio to studio. And a friend of mine, he found K&M Studio, and that's what all the hit records really made it.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So
after being kicked out a whole bunch of other
studios.
studios.
Right. But one thing I did notice when I first met Suge and Dre, I don't know the financial situation.
Right.
But from listening to Dre's speech, and my son got the star on the Hall of Fame,
mm-hmm.
I didn't know he was broke. Suge didn't have nothing. But I noticed when the credit came out and they hooked up with Jim Levine,
right.
That's when I see Suge, suits, cigar. No, I'm okay here. Suge was young.
Right.
I'm OG. I'm older Suge.
Absolutely.
I'm all streets. So I'm seeing everything is transformed. David Killer. But what can I do, man? I'm retired.
Right.
You guys work for Jeff Rowe. I don't.
Right.
Yeah. So every album came out. Then I started seeing Suge bring out all his homeboys with him.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going to call them names, big ass, ass whippers and shit. But one thing I told Snoop, this shit is not going to last.
Right.
I've seen too many signs.
Right. You knew it had to go off the rails. You knew something was going to go wrong because it wasn't, just the construct of the people and the things that's going on around you at that time.
Right.
You kind of already know, and like you said, OG, you done seen this already.
I've seen all this bullshit. Right. But the bad part about it is when the East Coast West Coast shit started, people don't realize how much money the East Coast and West Coast lost.
Yeah.
Because what Suge said.
Yeah. They
lost a whole lot of money. When Biggie got killed, it got even worse. Because he got killed in L.A.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And I was out west. I was going back and forth, at the time when all that was going down.
Right.
And it kind of put us all in a precarious position. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because listen, man, when you hustling, I don't care where you from. Well, everybody money green. This is what I'm looking at.
Right. Exactly right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
but then at the same time, now you don't put us in a position.
Right.
Now I got to defend something that I ain't got nothing to do with.
Right. Not only you, a whole lot of right.
Now I got to stand tall on some shit that I ain't had got nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? And
so everything running smooth.
Everything was fine. Nobody was. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody was peeking under nothing.
Everything
was beautiful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now here we go with the East Coast and the West Coast.
But last about at least close to 5 years.
It was horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was horrible, and like I said, I was here in the West Coast when all that happened.
Right.
And like I said, I held mine. I held my own. And another thing too, when you're around some real people, they also recognize that you ain't got nothing to do with it.
Exactly. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they also recognize that if they bring it to you, something may happen.
Right.
It's not like I'm just gonna tuck my tail and and get on and go about my business. But we ain't talking about me, man. We talking about Pop Snoop,
y'all. Right.
So Pop, man, how was the when you retired, man, and you started kind of traveling with him, because didn't you travel?
Oh yeah.
For quite a while. Man?
Yeah, right.
You got to see all of the different things that happen, man, in that journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I need you to tell me, man. You know what I mean? Like, how you see the business now from back then to what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Because we, you know, we know, you know, you Snoop is your son. You know what I mean? And we know you was doing your thing.
Right.
But you still Pop Snoop.
Right.
You still got to do your thing.
Right.
So you know, from my understanding, man, is you got a lot of things going on with the veterans too.
Oh yeah.
You've always had that.
Right. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about the whole the way that you become in Veterans Affairs. Let me just say that.
Okay, but here's it. I wanted to be involved for a long time.
Okay,
but I moved to Atlanta in 05. The veterans in Atlanta doesn't congregate like the veterans out here.
Wow.
I went to a golf tournament, and I had never been around that many vets in my life, but I was the only Vietnam vet. These guys are behind me.
Mm-hmm.
My main thing right now is that I have Agent Orange, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number two, there's a lot of Vietnam homeless vets that shouldn't be homeless.
Right. And
my thing is that I'm trying to figure out. I'm fighting for all the Vietnam vets who have Agent Orange to get paid.
Right.
But now I'm in a position. I met this guy named Roe.
Mm-hmm.
He's already established here in Arizona, and I'm back and forth. I'm not living in Atlanta, but I'm back and forth. So at the end of the day, I'm working with Roe right now.
Okay.
And by me being retired, I got time to come out here and stay a month or two and go home. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's what I'm fighting for, man. Because people don't realize, man, when I came back from Vietnam, they call us baby killers. They threw stuff at us. They spit on us.
Yeah,
we didn't get no parade.
No, absolutely.
Right. And everybody, even my mom and dad thought I was crazy. Now, really, they thought all Vietnam vets was crazy.
Right. Because you had to be crazy to be over there doing some shit y'all was doing over there. I can imagine.
Well, right. Just there. I'm lucky to be taught. I should have been gone.
Right. No, I understand that 100%. Not because I was, but I had people like you come home and tell me the story.
Right.
And I need you to kind of expand a little bit, man, about that Agent Orange, man. Like about
the Agent Orange. Here's the Agent Oranges. I think the colonel or the general, whoever orders the stuff, his son was first one to die from it. To me, it didn't make no sense because Vietnam was always younger.
Right.
I was in 2 Corps, the Central Highlands. I was in NK. It's all mountains, right? So they were spreading this killing the vegetation. If you watch Surge about Vietnam, you spraying stuff, but you can be standing right on top of them and don't know it. They live on the ground.
Right.
If you back in my day, if you rode to a village and seen about 8-9 Vietnamese guys on the corner and they all had dog chains on, they all NBA.
Wow.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They all NBA because it takes about 4 or 5 days for your eyes to readjust back to the light.
Right.
But to me, it was a waste of time spraying this stuff. And let me say something about the government. The government, once they use you, they really don't care about you, man.
Yeah.
They really don't, man. I mean, they do is make out 2 wolves, man.
Right.
Right.
Because we just need you to do what we need you to do. After that, you're expendable.
But guess what? Guess what I found out? When I started going to college, you know, like I'm 20 years old now, right? I started doing a lot of research from Vietnam. You know, like I said on all podcasts, wars are started by old men, but they fought by young men.
Absolutely.
Wars are created. Like, before this year is out, before Trump leave office, it's going to be another war.
Yeah.
The stuff I see him doing, right?
Right.
So, that being said, the colonel who ordered the Agent Orange, his son was the first one to die from it.
Wow.
So, I went to the VA last year in LA. Me and about four guys that was in Vietnam. And we told the guy, we heard that you guys are going to start paying us for Agent Orange. He said, not really. So we took our DD-214, which is our separation papers.
Okay.
He thought he need proof. Well, we showed him. I'm there 6 days. He was just 6'5", 6. How much proof do you need?
Right.
That's not enough. We got mad. We couldn't get mad at him because he was doing his job, right?
Right.
But that's how the government worked. I don't know not one Vietnam vet has been paid for Agent Orange. Not one.
So that's something that we didn't know, and I'm sure a whole lot of other people didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right? Because we hear this all the time about Agent Orange, and we hear about a whole lot of other different things.
Right.
So you would think that you guys who put your lives on the line for the country that you live in,
right,
And then look, we can go into a whole bunch of things when you came back, how they treated you and all of that.
Right.
But you would think that they would at least own up to some of the chemical warfare that was going on over there.
Right.
And then don't pay nobody, don't pay the guys that come back that actually had to do the actual chemical warfare. Like I'm confused. Like I don't understand that. Like why you guys have not been paid. So is there still legislation right now to where people are going through that?
The VA drags their feet. I can make example. I got some friends of mine right now. It took me from 1970 to 2002 to get 100% because we didn't know.
Right.
But that one phone call changed my life. But I got a friend of mine. He's from Wilmington, Delaware. He called me out of the blue, and he said, "Man, they're paying Vietnam vets for PTSD." I got 100%. He said, "I was one of the ones. He was one of 3 times now." He said, "Come to Delaware and I'll take you to Philly." Okay, I went to Philly for a week with him to the VA. It's the first time I've been around them in the Vietnam vets since Vietnam.
Wow.
And they walked me through it. So I got back to LA. I opened my case. 18 months later, they paid me back pay. But that being said, I got 4 or 5 friends right now. They was in Vietnam. They was in the Navy. They went from 7%. They gave me 7%. But waited about another year. They gave me 80. One of my boys just went up to 90. I think this gonna give me 100%, man.
Right.
I mean, it's like here's the deal. They make you sweat.
Right.
I was denied 3 times.
Right.
I was denied 3 times. But I kept. Here's the deal. If they did not deny you and you give up, they got you.
Yeah.
But if they deny you and you keep fighting, you got them.
Right.
But they want you to give up.
Right. But, and then another point that you just brought up, it occurred. Well, it didn't occur, but I already knew they're gonna give you 70%, right?
Right.
So they don't expect you to make the 80%. They don't expect you to make the 90%.
They hope you die. I hope you give up.
Right. You give up. They don't expect for you. You know what I mean? And then when you get to that 100%, they like, God damn it. Well, how long are we gonna have to pay him for this thing? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I've been paid since 2002. I've been paid since 2002. And to be honest with you, ain't enough. It's not enough compared to what I went through.
Right.
But I take it on the plate.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so no, one of the things that I admire most about you, man, not only because of your past and the different things you're doing, man, is because you're actually educating people on how to go through these processes.
Walk them through the process. Right.
Even when we was in here today and I was showing somebody something, you said, show them. Yeah. Walk them through them. Let them know what it is.
Right.
How does that make you feel? I mean, does it feel good to get back? You know what I'm saying?
It feel good. Let me say this. It feel good to be here in Arizona when I'm out here to be a role and be. I mean, I've never seen a coalition like this in my life with veterans.
So I wanted to ask about that. Right? I absolutely wanted to ask because that question came in my head. About so when you saying you was going through the different things that you was going through in Philly, right? With the veterans and all that,
right.
And then you came here,
right?
One of the questions, the obvious questions in my head popped up was: is there a difference? Are they more organized here? Can you get things?
This I call all my homeboys.
Right.
I told them, man, if you seen how these veterans out here interact,
right,
you wouldn't believe it.
Right.
It's like they one big family.
Right.
Down in Georgia. They had I belong to the VFW and the DAV. Where you live at, they have a post shield you. Every post that I've seen in Georgia, I've been there 20 years now. I don't see nobody there. I get out here and then Tina, my agent Tina, so we going to Litchfield Park for a veterans affair. So I go out there, I'm thinking, well, it was just people out there playing golf. They was all damn veterans.
Wow.
Right? And the thing about it, they was veteran. They was all 100%.
Yeah,
and they have things. It's a group that will take you fishing, take you hiking.
Right,
it's the things they do. I'm beginning to realize Arizona is really having for veterans
some resources.
Yeah, back down south where you from, it's not like that, man.
Right, no, it's some absolute resources.
Yeah.
And I absolutely wanted to recognize that. I mean. I don't know I don't know why that's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you would think there would be from the metropolis of people, you know what I'm saying, in the dense populations of being back east. You would think that there's more people, there would be more resources, there would be more money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? And so when you came here, man, and you started getting involved with these different groups, man, I know this was absolutely eye-opening to you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm loving it, though. I'm loving it because now I have a voice.
Right.
Down in Georgia, who am I going to talk to? Yeah. Because those posters are dead. But out here, man,
right.
The thing, it's like a big party, man. It's like I'm telling you, it's like I finally got to celebrate me being in Vietnam when versus did when I came back, it was like I was just another.
You just another
right, but now
vet.
But now I feel like somebody. Now I feel like I'm in a position being with Ro and been around the people that he has introduced me to. Hey man, look, I'm around with that, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you got a lot more to offer, you know what I'm saying? And you got a voice, man, in this, you know what I'm saying? Because you listen, shit, you is Pop Snoop.
Right.
So not just you know what I mean, for the things that you've done.
Right.
But that also helps a little bit.
It helps a whole lot.
I wanted you to say
no, it helps. I'll tell you why it helps a whole lot. Because everybody knew what song is.
Right.
Worldwide.
Right.
But now they're beginning to see who his father is. But they saying that I'm not really in the music business.
Right.
I'm in the business trying to help veterans.
Right.
Okay. So
right.
To me, that's my platinum hit. That's my platinum hit.
Right.
I live with some do it in the studio, but I'm doing that here in person, talking to people, trying to help people get paid, man.
Yeah. And we all got a purpose, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we all here at least I believe that we all here for a reason. Man.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes you just got to find what best fits you.
The Arizona fits me. Period. I mean, people complain about the heat, but I'm looking at it from the standpoint is that the veterans community out here. I told my homeboy, I ain't never seen nothing like this. This don't like nowhere in the United States that you would find veterans that's a coalition,
right?
And out there fighting for things that people the veterans back east can't pay for.
Right.
I hear, man. I'm fighting to the end.
No, I get it. I absolutely get it. So what else, man? Did I hear about something? You might be writing a book or
Okay. I'm writing a book.
Okay.
I did a movie with Michael J. White, your boy from Brooklyn.
Okay.
Who played Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
He's out right now. It's called Trouble Man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got 4 scenes in there, 4 good scenes in there, and then I filmed a movie with Lil Duval in December.
Wow.
And it's coming out next month.
Wow.
And now me and Tina, I was talking to people about doing something else called the movie with Michael J. White. Really gave me a boost. And I want to give a shout out to Michael and his wife, Gillian.
Okay.
That's one of the best hits that I've been on with. People don't realize I've been doing film 34 years.
Okay.
But I've been in the background. I started out with Dr. Dre.
Right.
Went to DJ Pooh, who did Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Carl Craig, who did Hollywood Shuffle. So I've been around, but see, I'm not the type of father, man, that's going to be out there, okay, I'm Snoop Dogg's father. Simple, he doing what he do. This is what I do.
Right.
I'm more low key, man.
Right.
Snoop had the things he did with, he have to deal with because he is. I don't.
Right.
Right. I don't.
Right. That's like my issues.
No. I'm a homebody.
Right.
But I feel good about myself because I led Snoop and my grandkids in the right direction.
Okay.
And from 13 years old, I always told my son, "Hey, show up. Don't be like me. Be better than me."
Right.
But he did that, so now I can lay back. Now my grandkids, 31, 29, 28, 27. They're doing good.
Yeah.
So now it's time for me to work on my great grandkids.
Yeah.
My thing's like this, man. Nobody in my family shouldn't have to vote for nothing.
Right.
Because I was blessed. I grew up in money. My dad had a landscaping business.
Okay.
And back then in the 50s and 60s, we had to work, man.
Yeah, you had to get up and go get it.
No, physical work.
Right.
These kids nowadays, they got this.
Yeah, they got the phone.
That's not work.
Yeah. They don't really know how to show up. You know what I'm saying?
No. They lazy, man. I'll tell you why they're lazy. Because most of them are raised by their mom.
Mm-hmm.
Their mom mad as a daddy, won't let the daddy be involved in their lives. They teach them how to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
And the mom doing every damn thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
My mom and dad was married 48 years, right?
Yeah.
And guess what? My mom was the ass whooper. My dad was one. We used to call him a slave driver. Right. He made his work, man.
Right.
But now that
got on your keep back then.
Right. One thing my dad would always tell us: one man for himself, God for us all. Because anybody can give you shit.
Yeah.
And the good thing my dad taught all of us, especially taught me how to take care of my money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what you make. What are you doing with it?
What you doing with it?
Keep what you have.
Right.
Are you looking down at that long road? Because for long road, when you're 50 years old, and your stuff ain't right. Am I right or wrong?
No, that's real talk.
Right. Yeah.
And I try to actually teach that too with my kids, my grandkids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
About because everybody see same thing. Everybody see I've been around. I've been doing. I'm in the background. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like saying how you keep doing that, doing your thing. I mean, because I know with my money, I know I got discipline.
That's work. Discipline just takes you life.
Right.
If you ain't got that, you ain't going anywhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And we also come from a good stock of family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And when you got discipline, man, then you don't realize how far that'll take you. Good discipline and some goddamn good sense.
Right. I swear to God. And the other thing people gotta realize too, man, is how you talk to people.
Yes, sir.
Your approach, your appearance. You can be the biggest person in the world, but you might you might have to write appearance,
Right.
and somebody with money might take interest in you,
Yeah.
and then put you on your feet.
Because that done happened to me before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I done been in places. You know, one of the times, first time I ever was in the studio, right? Because I didn't go in the music studio. I didn't pick me up in the music studio.
Right.
I just happened to be in the radio studio, and the cat had met me. And when the cat had met me, he had seen something in me that I didn't see in myself. You know, or at least I didn't know, because I probably never looked for it.
Right.
Probably what I would have found it.
Right.
But I didn't. He seen it in me, and he brought me in the radio studio on voiceover. So I go. I ain't as old as you, but you know what I mean. I go back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, now when these cats were doing drops and all that. Yeah. But I go back to where we was actually doing voiceovers. You know what I mean?
Right.
We had to actually reel the reels. You know what I'm saying? And you had to actually stop it. You had to cut it.
Right.
You had to splice it. There we go. You know what I mean?
That's your foundation. They got you to where you are right now.
To where I am now.
Right,
you know what
right,
I'm saying? And it sparked an interest. It sparked an interest in me.
Right.
Once it sparked an interest in me,
Right.
I just took it from there, man. I just went from there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you got the movie, you got the book coming out. I mean, you're doing a whole lot of
right.
a bunch of different things, man.
But here's the deal. You know, in this game, it's all about patience.
It's all about patience.
You gonna run through a whole bunch of bull crap, man. Especially California, I call it the promised land. Okay, but here's the deal. My mortgage lady, I mean, babe, I know in real estate. She had wrote a book, and she showed it to me, and we sit down and talk about it. So now we write my book twice a week. I'm doing so many pages. No, the average book is from really a good book. It's from 225 pages, 250.
Right.
Because if you go over that, you start wearing people out.
Right.
So I figured my first book will be chapter 1 because Snoop got a lot of chapters.
Right.
I've been wanting to write my book every time I want to write it. He's doing this. I can't say, oh, wait, let's write the book. It's going to stop here because Snoop will never stop.
Right.
I mean, my son is like this to his fans. Oh, you see what Snoop did? But to me as a father, hey, Snoop, what's next?
Right.
God know my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's very creative.
He's very creative.
And anytime you do the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics, you're a badass, man.
He's a bad boy.
I've tipped my head to him.
Listen.
Yeah, back to back.
He's a bad boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
he's
coming up. So, and the reason why I'm just going to speak on this really quick, man. Snoop is doing things that other people never even thought of, never could imagine.
Exactly. Right.
Never could imagine that not only a brother like Snoop, but just a black man like himself, man, being able to do the things that he was doing. You know
Right.
And man, that's a beautiful thing, man. So where we going next, man? You know what I mean? Like, what's the next step? Huh?
My agent Tina, and my cameraman Eric, we got a lot of things to do. I want to talk about it.
Okay.
But like I said, when I see you again, homeboy, it might be bigger than OJK.
Hey man, listen, hey, you know we up here, baby. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Tina, you know what it is, Tina.
Yeah.
Anytime y'all need to come up here, man, put something out or whatever, whether it be commercial, promo, whatever, y'all hit me up, man, and I got you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying around July, August. You'll be hearing from us again.
Okay.
But this album's gonna be bigger news though.
Yeah.
But right now, we breaking ground.
Right.
Like I told Tina, my foundation was late. Everybody knew who I am, right? But people never see me.
Right.
Cause I'm not the type of father that want to be out there because people don't realize I don't see Snoop like his fans do. He's my son.
Right.
I just know Snoop.
Right.
But I know
I see my son.
But I know that what he's doing right now. Every time, after every couple of months, it's gonna be something new.
Right.
Snoop got a whole treasure chest full of things that you go eventually see. But what I like about him, he do it when the time is right.
Right.
Now here I come as a father, not right my son's coattail, but let me say this: I learned from all of them guys.
Right.
Dr. Dre. You know how you sit around and you ain't really sitting, you listening. I got a little bit from Dre, all the rappers I met. I got a little bit from Snoop. And I got a little bit of Suge business-wise.
That's right.
But my main thing was learn this business. Now I know this business.
Yeah.
Because it's a ruthless business.
It's ruthless.
And you can't trust everybody.
It's low down dirty, baby.
But let me give you respect though. Where you came from, man, you came up in radio. I came up in the music business.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing television because I've always wanted to be on TV, and I've done 5 movies. And who knows? They probably do a couple more this year, but I'm ready for it though.
I'm ready for it.
Because I've been around these clowns, and one thing I do know, all these big actors,
Yeah.
I never think I can get with them.
I know that's right.
I get with
And you know, because I look at it like this, right? And I know you look at it like
Yeah.
this, at least for me, right? I look at it like, you know, I'm standing in front of a cabinet, right?
Right.
And I'm getting ready to cook me a meal, right?
Right.
And there's a whole bunch of seasonings.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? And I'm gonna I need a little bit of that.
Right.
I need a little bit of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Right.
need a little bit of that.
Right.
When I put this all together, man, I ain't got nothing but flavor around this table. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean?
That's man, you did though. You did it with what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm doing what I did.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely, man.
Right.
Hey, man, listen, before we go,
Right.
I need you to shout out and plug, because I know it's a whole lot of people. You ain't got to name everybody got that.
Right.
But I need you to shout out and plug everything and everybody, man, that's helped you get to where you are today.
Right.
At least give them some blessings, some shout out.
Okay.
Whatever, man. You tell the story.
Okay, for one, I want to thank my mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
Thank my mom for all the ass whoopings.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank God for bringing back Vietnam. I want to thank Snoop, Dr. Dre. The first one I want to thank, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for Warren G.
Okay.
When Warren G made that move,
What's up?
they put that CD in at the bachelor's party,
Yeah.
and Dre didn't want to fool with him,
Mm-hmm.
and then Dre signed him up. It's Warren G, Dr. Dre, the DOC.
Wow.
The DOC, we all know he lost his voice.
Yeah.
But he's seen the raw cello in his Snoop, and he perfected his cello.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank DJ Pooh,
Mm-hmm.
Michael John White, his wife Gillian. I want to thank my girl Red, makeup girl. I can go on.
Go on. I know it's long. I said it was going to be long.
But those are the main people.
Okay.
But DJ Pooh is one that really. I worked with him about 5-6 years, right? Him, Rick, D, and E-Man, may rest in peace. Those guys, those who didn't know, they taught me the film game.
Yeah.
So when I go on the film set, it's like me going just like me going to the post office clocking in.
Yeah.
Hey, to me it don't mean nothing.
Don't mean that.
To somebody new,
Right.
it's all up. But to me,
Right.
I've been doing it for 34 years.
Right.
A long time.
Somebody else, they get starstruck.
Right.
You just know they
That's something. That's one thing I want to say. You got two kinds of fans.
Mm-hmm.
You get the fans that get the autograph and all that.
Yeah.
You get the fans that want to hang around.
Yeah.
Those are the groups. Those are the worst ones. Those are the worst ones. You can't get rid of them. They want to come in your locker room.
Right.
They want to hook up.
They want to do all
Give
kinds
all
of
your
shit.
food. Drink all your dinner. It might take your woman.
Yeah, you never been that close.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. So before that, another thing I need you to also let everybody know your social handles. You know where they can get to you or they want to highlight you.
Tina, iconic.
Oh yeah, Tina at iconicrep.com.
Yeah, Tina at
email to reach out.
right. Iconic rap.
Or from Papa Snoop.
Right.
You've got your Instagram.
Yeah, my Instagram page is POP Stu, one word.
Mm-hmm.
Pop Snoop.
Yeah.
Pop Snoop. So hit me up on the DM or whatever. But in the meantime, if I can help you, these new people who's coming up in the game, if I can help you, DM me. I can give you the information, a little bit of information, but the best way to fight, learn this game, you have to be in it.
You got to be in it, baby.
And you hold it, and you got to make sacrifices.
You got to make sacrifices.
You
You know what I'm
sacrifices,
saying?
man. It don't happen overnight.
It absolutely don't happen overnight, man.
It don't happen overnight.
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Hey, listen, I just want to say this, man. You know what I mean? Listen, Pop, like, I just want to say, man, I want to bless you, man. May you be blessed for
Thank
all
you.
the different things that you've done in life,
Thank
man,
you.
and may you prosper
Thank you.
in each and everything that you do, each and every day that you do.
Thank you,
You
man.
heard?
Thank you, man.
No doubt, baby.
Right.
Hey, y'all heard it first right here on Media Made Magazine. Once again, it's me, your man, Sangria. You know what it is. I'm
Papa Snoop.
Yeah, Papa Snoop in the building. You know what I mean? I'm the Season J. If you want to find us, you can always find us on MediaMadeMagazine.com, MediaMadeMusic.com, MediaMadeTV.com. God damn it, you can find us anywhere, Media Made everywhere, god damn it. Worldwide, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we just want to say thanks again, Pop.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Good
for
seeing
coming
you,
out, man.
Right.
Absolutely, man. Y'all stay tuned, man, because we got more coming in the future, man.
Right.
But for right now, man, we signing off. Peace.
Peace.